Epilogue. One of the greatest benefactors of all life kind was a man who couldn't keep his mind on the job at hand. Brilliant? Certainly. One of the foremost genetic engineers of his or any other generation, including a number he had designed himself? Without a doubt. The problem was that he was far too interested in things which he shouldn't be interested in, at least as people would tell him, not now. He was also, partly because of this, of a rather irritable disposition. So when his world was threatened by terrible invaders from a distant star, who was still a fair way off but travelling fast, he, Blart Versenwald III, his name was Blart Versenwald III, which is not strictly relevant, but quite interesting because, never mind, that was his name, and we can talk about why it's interesting later, was sent into guarded seclusion by the masters of his race, with instructions to design a breed of fanatical super warriors to resist and vanquish the feared invaders, do it quickly, and, they told him, concentrate. So, he sat by a window and looked out at a summer lawn and designed and designed and designed, but inevitably got a little distracted by things, and by the time the invaders were practically in orbit around them, had come up with a remarkable new breed of superfly that could, unaided, figure out how to fly through the open half of a half-open window, and also an off switch for children. Celebrations of these remarkable achievements seemed doomed to be short-lived because disaster was imminent as the alien ships were landing. But, astoundingly, the fearsome invaders who, like most warlike races, were only on the rampage because they couldn't cope with things at home, were stunned by Versenwald's extraordinary breakthroughs, joined in the celebrations, and were instantly prevailed upon to sign a wide-ranging series of trading agreements and set up a program of cultural exchanges. And, in an astonishing reversal of normal practice in the conduct of such manners, everybody concerned lived happily ever after. There was a point to this story, but it has temporarily escaped the chronicler's mind. The end. The end of So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to you. Thank you for watching. I think this has almost been my favorite one to read. And it's bittersweet because Marvin just died and I'm feeling a little depressed about that, really. And honestly, that's the end of my favorite part of the series. And I don't really like Mostly Harmless, to be honest with you. I think it's depressing and it doesn't make much sense along the entire canon, if I'm going to be real. And Douglas Adams even said Mostly Harmless was sort of a really dark ending, and he was really working on the next one. And so I prefer to think of it as that being the ending. And I think that, Zaphod and Trillian went and had many children, and I believe that Arthur and Fenchurch did the same, and they probably ended up having a grand party with Ford. And Ford went back to Handold City and found that wonderful prostitute who could tell him when he eventually got rich that it was okay to be rich, and that Marvin was reincarnated to some degree later on, and Slarty Bartfast finally was able to sort out the time problems with the campaign for real time. So anyway, that's the end, and I weirdly feel like it's the end of Lord of the Rings or something. But anyway, I'm sure you will all probably beg me to read Mostly Harmless and maybe even the subsequent volumes, which I may or may not do. But thank you for watching. It's pretty funny, and I'm probably just going to switch back into my normal accent because reading words in English accents are a lot easier. This has been really, really cool, just in general. I want to tell you guys thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking and commenting and hitting me up over email and stuff. I never really thought it would be this much fun, and I just kind of started to do it because I just wanted to, and yeah, I'm really blown away by how much feedback and love I've gotten from you guys, and um, you know, being able to actually do some audiobooks officially and have my name on things. But in general, I just love the fact that you guys enjoy what I do, and um, it's kind of heartwarming. In fact, I'm not getting teary eyed. But yeah, so next week I have a surprise drop to celebrate 1,000 subscribers because I know I didn't actually announce that we had gotten to 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I just ended the fourth book and there's 1,000 subscribers. And I just ended my favorite books in one of my favorite series, and I got to do this with you guys. It's really cool how many nerds are around that are my kind of nerds and want to watch me reading a book to them. It's amazing. So I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out. And yeah, so I think next week, like, I'll probably only do 2 videos next week. One will be another vote between probably Mostly Harmless because I've already gotten a few people asking for that one, and we'll probably, I don't know, like, I wanna do The Princess Bride, and I also wanna do The Hobbit, but, you guys might have some other thoughts. Somebody asked me to read Dune, and I kinda hate Dune, um, but I could probably do a good job reading it. And I would like to do something maybe less, like, comical. I know I'm a funny guy, but I wanna do something, like, serious and really dark and, um, I wanna exercise more voices. I feel like Douglas Adams, I'm sorta limited by making the voices really comical as much as possible. Um so yeah, next week you can expect a surprise because there's like one little thing that I feel like I kind of have to do in order to wrap up this volume, because this is the end of this mostly the more than complete Hitchhiker's Guide, and I have to really wrap it up or else I just won't feel like complete. I got to get the platinum trophy for it. Anyway, and then the next video will be like a voting thing and a thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I know this is way too long and I'm rambling about nothing, but I'm feeling nostalgic, and it's just weird to be talking to no one in my room except I'm talking to you. And yeah, so okay, much love. Thank you once again for joining me. This has been a Now Read This production, read by Levi Aeryn, or whatever the hell you want to call me this time. And I can't wait to do the next one, and I can't wait to get 2,000 subscribers and on, and just continue and hopefully be entertaining you guys for years to come and get old so that my voice just keeps getting better as I get older. And yeah, and I'm really proud of myself, to be honest. I'm proud of my work because I still get so many comments on the first book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And when I rewatch those videos, I cringe so much. You guys don't even believe, wouldn't believe how hard it is for me to watch those because my accents have gotten so much better. My pacing has gotten so much better. My voices have gotten better. My consistency and tone and stuff has gotten better. The audio quality obviously has just gotten so much better, and my voice has just gotten so much more bright and free and legitimately entertaining and deep and so cool. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything, and I will see you next week.